Vicky Monday.
Welcome once again. This is Urban Settler Live, your number one source of pure, impactful interviews and testimonies. And today we are privileged to have Nairobi's Senator, Honorable Madam Tabitha Mutinda. Welcome once again.
Asante.
There is this thing of demonstrations.
Yeah.
What's your take on it? And what do you believe is the effect of these demonstrations?
One, let me start by actually thanking the President, His Excellency Honorable Ruto,
Yes.
for the leadership that is offered to this country
Yes.
by calling His Excellency, Honorable Raila, to step back and to put off the demonstration and come to the table and discuss on the issues that he has actually been bringing out there. You know, leadership is about also knowing when to make the decisions and at the right time, and also sitting down and addressing issues, because when we all start bringing out the agitation, then we want to be solving, otherwise it will be worsening. But I really applaud the president for the role that actually the leadership he has actually indicated and shown, which is a leadership that he's been having still.
Yes,
That is the president. I'm also happy that Honorable Raila took it and put off this, and is ready to sit on table and be able to dialogue for the sake of course, Kenyans. The issues that have been there that has been addressing, these are issues that are affecting everybody. When you
Yes.
talk about the price of unga, there's no price of unga that is 200 for the Kamba,
Yes.
and 100 shillings for another
other person.
community. No, these issues are affecting us. Any other cost that is out there, there's no differentiation in terms of religion or ethnic group. No, these are all our issues.
Yes.
And the best way, we have a government. Earlier, the opposition said we do not recognize this government, and we asked, and if you do not recognize, how do you expect the same government to answer to you? Because to you it is illegit.
Yes.
So if it is not legit, then how is it supposed to respond to you? Well, it's good to respect that there is a government, and His Excellency Ruto is the president for up to 2027, when we'll again meet on the ballot papers. And in that regard, all said, right now, I'm happy. We really had distractions in Nairobi. Our people were very much affected. The business people were very much affected, knowing the times of the economy and how tough things have been. Just January, the other day, parents were taking kids to school, trying to bring up businesses, and then all of a sudden, demonstrations, and a certain percentage of your work is just put down, just goes off like that. Something very discouraging. Our kids were not also able to go to school because of the fear, the trauma, and all this. We had deaths that took place, and nobody would ever want to go back to what happened in 2007. And even when happened in 2007 is that we had a mediation. We leaders sat down, discussions were made, and all this was put aside. So I really ask also Honorable Raila to ensure that the focus will be in terms of a solution at the end of the day, because the solution is not throwing stones. I always say those stones will not turn into food the next day. They won't. Yeah.
One of the biggest questions which we're asking is because Right Honorable Raila has said that if there's not going to be an agreement, they are still going to go back.
You should be optimistic as a leader. You should lead and offer leadership for not only today but for tomorrow. You cannot be two-sided, whereby it should be, because if you are truly optimistic, if it is truly for the people, then a solution will definitely be placed on table. And as we said, we've seen how His Excellency took government, and is clearly stated that we found some challenges here and there. The subsidy that was there, it was fake because money up to date uh, was some of the money, like about 50 billion, has also not been even been paid. These were short-term goals, and you remember even at that time the unga was not even available in the shelf. So we looked at putting this unga back to that price would be a short-term solution. We'd rather do long-term solution, and that's why the solutions like reduction of the fertilizer so that and also distribution of the same fertilizer to our farmers in the different regions. And I'm happy at least now we have the rains.
Yes.
And the people who actually were able to plant themselves, they've now been able to definitely do the planting, and we pray and hope that definitely we'll get some harvest. These are much more long-term solutions, unlike just taking stones and just demolishing and fighting and pickpocketing, people in town. That is not the solution. That is not leadership at all.
We have this project of slum upgrading.
Yeah.
What's the take of the government apart from just seeing what the president launched in Kibera or in Langata? Is there still other projects which are going to be established in slums like Mukuru, Ruben?
Let me tell you that the issue of the slum upgrade is not an issue that the president has just woken up. We did our campaigns by going to the people, to
Yes.
the Mwananchi, engaging with the Mwananchi, getting to understand what were the real issues. And we went to those grounds. They did not just come, but we went to those grounds, we engaged. And housing, not only to the slum areas, housing is one of the basic needs that really takes a bigger cost,
Yes.
especially in this city. Whatever you're getting paid as a salary, bigger chunk actually goes to the cost of
Living. Yes.
living, and especially the housing element part of it. The cost of the mortgage has also been quite very high. Now, hence the solution by the president to actually improve and do the housing projects.
Yeah.
Housing projects which are targeted for the Mwananchi, whereby whatever little rent is going to pay, maybe between 3,000 to 5,000, he's still going to do what we call pay to own or rent to own. That is the formula. And as we speak, I'm happy that you also confirm that the president has been able to launch different projects
Yes.
in different areas. And the first priority is, of course, in the slum areas. We've realized, you find that yes, in a slum setup, if how many people be living there, even case example like 50 families, for example. But if that space is taken and you do a high-rise building, because that is actually the plan. And it does not just come with the housing alone, it also comes with other social amenities like the school, kids' playground, and if possibility of even churches of a police post, those things will still be
Yes.
within the same vicinity. And it is a big plus, because even we've had whereby a public school is quite kilometers so far away, kids have to really wake up very early, walk long distances to be able to get the free education that is there at primary level, and becomes a challenge. So housing is a project that is going to take care of the different first priority different slums. We have had issues in some area whereby you find that there are land issues,
Yes.
and that is when uh, the president has actually called in, and mostly starting with the MPs as the leaders of that constituency, the members of the county assembly. A case scenario like I think for Langata,
Yes.
the Langata that took Honorable Jalango to
Jalango.
State
Yes.
House,
Yes.
those were some of the issues, because there were some challenges within the land that the government proposed for the housing projects. What does the leader do? What does the president do? Our president is a president of dialogue. He calls in the leader. It doesn't matter which party you're coming from, because you are the one the people elected. You are the
Yes.
one representing those people. We respect that.
So you work with the
So you
government that is
work with the
running.
government that is in place, up and including with the leader who has been elected for that particular constituency, and that is because even I think there's another apart from I think Langata side, I think there's another issue in another area constituency, and the last time we were doing the groundbreaking, there was a discussion on the same that we have facing these challenges, and what does the president say? He says, "Come, come." the MP, the MCA, any other relevant leader, let us be able to talk these things out so that we can be able to give Kenyans what they need within also timelines, you know. And I'm happy because at the same time, we are going to offer jobs to the local Juakali people, the windows, the doors, you know, hinges, everything that is about construction. We have the local Juakali teams that have come together, formed an association, and they're the ones who are supposed to supply the materials. At the same time, the youths who are within that area, the young ladies, are going to be the first priority to be given laborers
Yes.
jobs and be paid weekly, by the way, not monthly, but at least weekly, so that they can be able to plan and manage themselves. Yeah.
Is that the same like Kazi kwa Vijana? Is still the same project or
No,
it's
no,
a
no,
new
no, no. It's
project?
not the same project. This is a government project. This is a government. It's a PPP
Yeah.
actually. So it's just an extension of let the youth around that area be able to get some job, but it's not the kazi kwa vijana.
Looking at Kenya, we really love and value our virtues and, and culture. And there is this issue that has been going around about LGBTQ. What's your take on that?
I've
Because,
spoken about LGBTQ many times, and I said I will never agree to it. I've talked to, when I've had the opportunity to talk to the young girls in the different schools, I've told them, I know that is where the problem starts.
yes,
And I've told and I've spoken and said, parents, kindly let us be much more closer with our children
yes,
because they tend to seek love elsewhere in a different formula, in a
yes,
different way.
yeah,
I actually remember when I went to visit my school, and I was told one of the kids wanted to give remarks and appreciate me. And I listened to her beautiful words because I don't think I'll forget. She told me that, at times, yes, you are the candle.
yes,
It is already late. It costs you nothing to light another candle,
yes,
another candle, another candle, another candle. And that is what I will encourage even other leaders to do. And then, as a parent, as a big sister, I just hugged this girl. And I can tell you, Felix, that this girl cried. She really cried so much. Then I still asked myself, because I always look at both sides of the coin,
yes,
asked myself, why did this young girl not really cry? You know, of course, I gave her something small, but I don't think it's for something small. But she really poured, and I told myself it could be maybe she has not gotten a hug from a parent.
mm,
She has never been
yeah,
appreciated because we are in a society of like pushing our kids. We're in a different generation. We're in 2023.
3 years,
Parents needs to know that we're in a digital space. We're in a space that is evolving every day. These kids are coming across different things. We assume that the fact that she's playing with this girl, she's okay, she's safe, that this boy is bad.
yes,
No, but you find that in that you're not giving them time. She discusses everything with this other girl, or he discusses everything with this boy, everything, whatever she wants, whatever she thinks about her life and everything. And you find that they get comfort. And then they see the world that, I mean, these things are looking normal, yet they're not actually, that's not supposed to be the case. Eventually, before you realize, the kid is already on another line. So I always encourage parents and tell them, when you even notice that this is happening, oh, that is the time to bring your kid much closer. Don't push them away. Even I've told the young girls, the young boys, when you get actually approached and someone is giving you these lines,
yes,
don't push them away, because the moment you push them away, then they go and recruit somebody else, and you're not solving the problem by pushing.
mm,
Bring them closer and take them through and tell them, this, I mean, is not the way to go, but this can be the way to go. Don't let them go and just become what God never intended.
them to
The
be,
Bible clearly states that the woman will leave their home, the
yes,
man will leave their home one day and go and form a family. And God has said, let us fill the world. The titles of being a mother, of being a father,
mm,
you don't go to any shop and buy.
yes,
These are titles that God gave us. These are titles, the uncles, the auntie positions. There's no certificate that is written Felix uncle to so and so, and then you've graduated and then we are celebrating. These are naturally given God's position.
yeah,
It is us to continue embracing them. And that's when I said, I am a mother, because it's a godly position. Before even I told you I am a senator, I told you, I am a mother. Being a wife, being a husband is another thing also that God gave us. Okay, for you to become that, for you to meet somebody and start a family and become that, you don't go to a shop and say, I need the wife category A or category B or category C. This is a natural. Wife is a wife. A husband is a husband. A mother, a father, and those kind of natural things. Let us embrace first what naturally God gave us to us. It's very important. Even before you ask for whatever other opportunity that you need to be a journalist, a lawyer, a doctor, first get to understand and appreciate what God gave us for free. There's an institution for being a wife. So uja graduate kukua bibi,
No.
so you don't get a husband. Uja graduate kwa bwana. Kwanza you young people are not really settling. You know that some are having the excuse of, the times, life, blah blah blah. But I say, love it's not about the purchase of it.
Yes.
It's the understandability that for you to come together and be able to share what you have and live within, and then grow. The mind is what determines your tomorrow,
Yeah.
not the person.
True.
But your mind, what you put in your, what you set. I am a daughter of a single mother. I am from a family, a big family of 9.
Mm.
You understand? So I've walked my journey. I met my husband, whom we came together and started building, supporting each other in terms of what he does, what I do, and we walked the journey to this point. And that's why I said, when I get to the house, I remove
The
the
senatorial cap.
senatorial, and I just flow, and I just feel nice as a woman, because I will never want to be a man.
Yes.
I appreciate being a
In
woman.
that line,
Yeah.
we saw our counterparts or our neighbors in Uganda. They passed a bill that if you are found doing such things like LGBT activating for that, why did we not see it in Kenya? What's the problem there? Or what's your take?
No, the issues in Uganda are different from Kenya, because in Uganda they talked about killing and, but you see, we don't have that law in terms of like kill somebody. It is against our constitution, and it is not the end result.
Yes.
If today we had said Raila to be, I don't know, disciplined, and is that a solution? We said no, come, we sit and we talk. The issue that we have currently is an issue, yes, of the association,
Yes.
which we dispute. And as parliament, we've actually said that we are going to support the Honorable Kaluma's bill
Yes.
that states the issues of LGBTQ are not allowed in the country. The court, yes, it is not allowed in our country. It is not. It's only that the court came and allowed the association,
The
which should
association
not be the
issue.
case, because
Yes.
we question about the thugs, the rapists,
Yes,
and all that.
because
Will these associations come? But that it's actually underway. But as much as it's still underway, that is a legal aspect. But we still have our children who have already in these things. So we have two issues. It's one thing on the law side, but it's another thing on the fact and the reality
yes.
that it is there. And that's why we're talking about it openly, because it is there. We will not shy from talking about it. It is there. And it's good we continue talking about it so that we try and, get them off that. That you don't have to be happy being in that space. You need to know what is it that you lack that can be able to get you off such a space.
Let's come back. How do you get updated to the issues of your constituents?
It's a digital space, Felix. We have all the digital platforms, the Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitter, the WhatsApp groups. And the good thing is that actually, years back, I was never a news person, because I also fell in that category of those people who used to say, politics, me, never.
Certain thing, yeah.
Hey, I said, never say never, because when you pray and you're asking God for blessings and all that, He's the one who guides you to His path.
Yes.
And for me, it is His will, it is His calling that He has given me this responsibility. So through the social media platforms, I'm able to actually see a lot what is happening. At the same time, through the media, both mainstream, international, we are able to get to know what is happening. My Facebook page is Senator Tabitha Mutinda Munene. Munene is my husband's name. Instagram is Senator Tabitha Mutinda Munene. Yes, and Twitter is the same, Tabitha Mutinda Munene. Yes, I think when you go, I'm the only one with this hairstyle.
Thank you so much. This is Urban Settler Live. You are watching us only on Agape Love TV. And as we come back, Honorable Tabitha will be giving us a parting shot and inspire the girl child in Kenya.
Vicky Monday.